Yesterday I walked in that bar, wasn't looking for nothing. Now look where we are. We're watching our kids growing up in a flash. Don't it feel like the good times go by too fast? Yeah, I wish time would take a little slower. Sometimes it feels like I'm blinking and it's
Good morning, my hard-working ways friends. We are going to take a minute this morning because I have a few minutes on the way to work. Spare time, not too much crazy stuff to talk about, and we're going to talk about the love story. We're going to talk about how I met my wonderful wife. I literally just had the camera fall off the window of the truck. Maybe I'll have to do a bloopers episode to pile all that together. So, background music. Just like they said in the song. I was at the bar. My wife came in with a friend. There's a little bit of a backstory I'll get into in a minute, but the main moment where we reconnected and got back together, came in the bar with a friend. They had really waxed the floors heavily that day, and her friend was messing with her. I was out with my cousin, and we're in our 20s, early 20s, mid 20s. Her friend stops, boop, like messing with her so she'd run into her. My wife goes to stop to not run into the back of her friend and just feet straight out. Boom, right on the floor. She had these purple jeans on, purple pants. Everybody saw it. And my cousin immediately starts laughing. It was evident she was okay, and it was sort of funny. And he's like, man, who is that girl? And I said, dude, that's an ex-girlfriend from high school. Mind you, we're in our mid-20s. I haven't seen her in a long time. So I went over to ask if she was okay. And she was fine. Introduced me to her friend. We visited for a few minutes. And I asked for her phone number just so we could catch up, because we hadn't seen each other since high school. And she said, you can find me. Talk about making me earn it or work for it. So I found her online, sent her a message. No, I did not immediately find her online. A few days later, me and not my cousin, my good friend, who used to go grocery shopping together, because I had a membership card for a wholesale club and he didn't, and we were both working in the garage together outside of our normal work all the time. So me and him are at the wholesale club, and here comes my wife. Not my wife at the time, just another girl, right? She's swinging her keys on her finger, and she's looking fine as hell. And we visited, and I said, hey, it's nice to see you on your feet today. She laughed, we joked a little bit, said hello. On my way. Well, we get out to the parking lot, and my friend, who hadn't met her yet, is like, dude, who the heck is that girl? It's an ex-girlfriend from high school that you've never met, because I've known this guy for a long time. Youth, there was a break, we went to college together, we didn't have a relationship the way world works, right? Different schools and stuff in high school. So this guy knew me for two big parts of my life. Never met the girlfriend from high school, who's now my wife, until our mid-20s. And he's like, why are you not talking to that girl? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen her in like 6 or 8 years. And I should be talking to her. She seems nice, down to earth. So I find her at the time on MySpace, because that's what there was. And I sent her a message and said, hey, we should just go out to dinner and we should get together and catch up, because I haven't seen you in forever. And she had some things with family she had to deal with, so it took a couple weeks. She agreed. We went out to dinner. Took her to a little local Italian restaurant. It's been here forever. And that's that. The waitress asked us to carve our name in the wall, because most couples do. And we laughed about it because we were just there truthfully as friends, visiting and catching up. And she took me to see some of her family that we haven't seen in many years, because the backstory is I dated my wife in high school for about a month. One of my first girlfriends, and I broke up with her for more spare time. I was racing motocross at the time, and there was, we'll say, other heartthrobs in my life, all the mistakes you gotta make. all the girls you think are right. It's always clear in hindsight. So next thing you know, we're talking and texting more, and we're dating, and next thing you know, we're trying to live together, not living together, trying to live together, not living together, living together. She's finishing up school and I'm working full time, and we're buying a house because renting's expensive, and the story just goes on from there. You know, here we are, married with children, loving life, been married for 10 years. But that is how we met. And it goes back to a lot of things I've talked about on the channel. Being out there. You know, if we wouldn't have met in my late 20s, you know, could have met somebody. I'm glad it was her. Like it was meant to work out. You know, I might not have been at the bar in my early 30s. I could have been out at some other social club. But get out there. Go to a friend's barbecue. Go to a family member's barbecue. Go to some of these outdoor activities. You might meet the right person, because you just don't know. We, my wife and I at the time, were both coming off breakups and long-term relationships with the person right out of high school that we thought was the right person, the other right person. Both of them didn't work. I think I can speak for both of us, but I can definitely speak for me. That was the best thing that ever happened in my life. Won't even get into the ex stories. Not bad people, but just wasn't meant to be. Alright. You're gonna do the marriage thing, you're gonna raise a family. You want it to be with the right person. You want it to be enjoyable. Hey. So that's how I met my loving, wonderful, beautiful wife. And we have accomplished an absolute pile of stuff together. We've been together 14 years, so. But, you know, 14 years total, decade of marriage. A ton. An absolute ton. So get out there. You never know when you're literally gonna knock somebody out. I'm just kidding. It wasn't my fault that she fell. You literally never know when someone's gonna fall right in front of you. Okay? And it could be that person. For me, that's a pretty wild story of how it happened. And I'll never forget my cousin laughing at her in those purple pants. Good times. Everybody have a happy, I don't know, it's Friday for me. When I get this posted up again, it could be whatever day. I've been getting content posted all week from last week, which is good. Subscribe, follow, stories, advice, just general information of all the stuff I've learned in my few short years of working, being involved in the world going around. If I don't post anything for make another video before, have a great weekend. Keep up the hard work, stay positive, just enjoy life. It's too short, have fun. Beautiful day, right? It's always going to be hurdles. They're big ones, break them down. They're small ones, just overcome it. Meet the love of your life, for God's sake.